Best buds, it's Kathy with Kathy's Garden. I love making everything that has to do with junk journals, and if this is something you enjoy too, please subscribe. And I have a 1,000 subscriber giveaway. I'm making a cute little journal like I made when I had a 500 subscriber giveaway. And all you need to do to enter is to subscribe and leave a respectful comment. And a shout out to Jen's Crafted Chaos, Bossy, Denise, Christy, Maybelline, Nancy, Rockstar, Dee, Ricky, Christine, and Jan. I appreciate each and every one of you. All right, guys, today I think we're going to make a portfolio type of junk journal-y thingy, Bobby. Okay, so I have a old, I think it's more like a encyclopedia. And I have a napkin that I've already separated out. And since this has a kind of two images, faces forward, and then there's a center image, I'm going to go ahead and cut this one image that's on this end, just cut it off like that so that I can apply it to the bottom of my piece of book page. And I think I'd like to, I didn't do a very good job of cutting at all. Let me go ahead and trim this right like this and go ahead and cut it a little nicer. My goodness, guys, it has been raining and raining and raining and raining. Yes, lots and lots of rain today. Yesterday and the day before, I worked out on the flower farm, and I can tell that I am out of shape about that because that just pooped me out something fierce. And but I got a lot of things cleaned out, a lot of beds cleaned out, and I actually got a few things seeded. I seeded some forget-me-nots, and I seeded some bachelor buttons, and they're under straw, so I don't think it's going to hurt them. If it gets a little cool, they'll kind of like it cool anyway, those flowers do. And so I was working on that. Alrighty, I'm going to put it just like that. I don't want, can you see that says the name of the napkin? I really don't want that on there. Did I get it on there? No. Okay. So now I've applied my napkin. This is just watered down Elmer's glue, or school glue, I actually think this is. And I always have people say, well, how much water and how much glue? Well, you kind of want to make it the consistency of kind of like milk. So the Elmer's glue, the more expensive the glue, seems to take a little bit more water than the inexpensive glue. All white glue will work. Just make it runny. You just want to make it runny. Okay, so I've got that going down this way. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wipe my, where did I put my rag? Let me get me a rag, just a second. Okay, I got a rag, I wiped it off. The reason why is, see, I put it on this way. Now I'm going to turn it around, upside down, and I am going, is this big enough? Yes, it is. I'm going to go ahead and put the other image facing, so they're both facing each other. I just chose to do it that way mainly because I have this up and down issue going on with things like book pages being sideways and stuff. Sometimes that really bugs me. It doesn't when somebody else does it. It doesn't bother me at all. But when I do it, it bugs me. So I know that's weird, but that's just the way it is. So since I'm doing it, I'm going to make it that way. So I'm just applying my glue onto my napkin and my book page. I first put my glue down first, and then I put my napkin on top, and then I gently put more glue on top, like that. So now we have this napkin that has the center like that. So I'm going to cut that center out, and I am going to put it in the middle of my book page. Hopefully it won't overlap too much. Get this cut out. I know you can't see what I'm doing, but if I put it over there on top of that glue and that napkin, it's going to grab it and it won't give it back to me. So I would like to move this out of the way for just a second. Put this on here. So I think what I'm going to do is actually cut it just a little bit more. I'd like to put it right here. And I would like to put it yes, I would like to do that, and then I'd like this one to go right here. So I'm just going to cut that green off. I don't want that green to be on, and I'm going to cut this around just a little better. Yeah. Actually, I'm going to cut that completely. I would rather have it like that. Okay. Whoa, see, it just grabbed a hold already just because I laid it on there. All right. So I think I'm going to put the big one on first. So just a little bit more of this glue right here. That's all it's going to take right there. And then I'm going to lay this one down and join it to my page. Just like that. Very nice. And on this side, I'd like to do it just like this. There we go. That is so beautiful, don't you think, guys? I do. Now, I'm going to move this off, and I'm going to, it's like cooking show, you know, they tell you, they mix up their batter, and they pour it in their pan, and they put it in the oven, and then they get it out of the other oven, and they go, voila! And this is how it looks. So that's what I'm going to do right now. Okay, guys, and voila! It's all dry. Okay, so we're going to trim the edges a little bit because the napkin has stuck out just a tiny bit. We're just going to give it a little trim, clean it up. All right, I trimmed it all up. And since it's going to be a little bit of a portfolio, I got some coffee dyed pages here. There's some grid paper, some just regular coffee dyed paper, and one with an image of a doily. And you're going to say, what size? Well, it's going to depend on the size of your book page, because we're going to put it in like this and fold it up to here, and then fold this over, so it's going to be like a portfolio. So the size of your paper is going to depend on the size of the notebook paper that you used. And I would like to leave just a little bit on all the edges, just like that. So because I am going to make this a portfolio, I'm going to put this in here just to see where I need to fold it at, because that's important. Where am I going to put these? Fold. So I'm going to fold it like this. So see, what I did was it's okay. Your pages, pick how many pages you want. Don't make it too awful thick. And you're going to place it in on top of book page that you put the napkin on, and you're going to cut your pages so that you have a little bit on all the sides, and you're going to have quite a bit right here because that's the flap that folds down. You can visualize that now? Okay, so the reason why I'm just leaving this in here, as I fold this up, I'm going to fold it just a tad over the book pages, just a tad over the book pages, and I'm going to give it a crease. Then this part comes down like this. Just like that. Okay, so I am going to remove this innards, the innards of that, so that we can decorate the outside without it being all bulky and not being able to do that very well. So what are we going to do with this? I have no clue. I really don't have a clue what we're going to do, but it sure did turn out pretty, didn't it? I am going to trim it up a little bit. It's a little wonky because I really didn't make it, when I took my book page out, I didn't make it straight. Didn't make sure the page was straight, but it's all good. So, because nothing in life is really perfect, right? So, we want a pretty, but look at these pretty butterflies. What are we going to do? I just really don't know what we're going to do. That's why I'm kind of sitting here floundering. We could put a little something here. Oh, that's, get that where you can see it. That's pretty. I like that one. Let's see, what else do I have? I have a whole bunch of stuff over here that I kind of grabbed. There's this, but see, here we go. It's going sideways, and I don't like sideways. And that's too pink. But this one is really very pretty on there. I like that. I wonder, just wonder, this is kind of flimsy. What happens if you fold it over and stitch it and make it firmer, and then take this and maybe either cut it with scissors that are wavy. Let's see here. Those are wavier. Those are wavier scissors. These are very wavy scissors. Or we could use our little, no, I think I like the stem. Okay, all right, now that I've just thought about all that in my little brain, I'm not sure what color we're going to use. Do you think we could use the mulled lavender, or maybe the gathered twigs? Ooh, the mulled lavender, that sounds kind of pretty, doesn't it? Let me see if I have a little thing that I've already started with my mulled lavender in here. Yeah, there's the mulled lavender. Ooh, that is pretty with that, isn't it? Okay, let's take this one off. And let's put this one on. I love these little things. And let's just do it. Well, it is, spring is coming, so we can just do the springy type of inking. We might even do the darker one on top. Or not. Or not. I don't know what we're doing, guys. We're just having fun. That's what's so great about it. You know, you're just having some fun. It's a rainy day here, and I'm just having some fun with y'all. It's not rocket science here. We're just playing around. Okay, so what happens if I do put a little, so I always like to say, what happens if I do this? Okay, when I wipe this off just a little bit, what do I do with my little napkin? Good heavens, I had it right here. I just got it. What happened to it? Well, I'll be jiggers. I have no idea where I put that thing. Just flew away somewhere. All right, I gotta set it way over here, so I know you can't see it over there, but that's okay, right? Okay. Be jiggers, I don't know where that thing went. Okay, just a tiny bit of the brown. Not a lot, just a little bit. Well, you know what? We better not forget the inside. Ooh. Nope, we better not forget the inside. So, better do the inside too. Let's have some fun with the inside. This is a page about architecture. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and do the edges and the inside as well, because we are going to see that our pages don't go all the way to the edge. So now you could use a copy dyed book page. This book page is old enough that it has started to get yellow. So I didn't really think that I needed to copy dye it, although it did cross my mind this morning when I was prepping for this. I prep to a certain point, and then I don't, and then so when I get on, you're seeing the real deal here of how this all works out. So I really want to go super light. I tend to go too dark sometimes. I want to go super light. Oh yeah, that looks good. Well, very nice. Okay, I'm liking that a lot. So I'm going to, whoa, avalanche. Sorry about all this moving my hands. Sorry about all that. Okay. All right, so the thought was, before I decided I had to ink everything, was that we were just going to fold a little lip here. Just a little bit of a lip. Just to make it sturdier. That's the word I want. Just to make it a little sturdier. Otherwise, it's going to be kind of flimsy. So I really don't want it to be flimsy. Let's see. That's not straight at all by any stretch of the imagination. That is so not straight. Let's see if that makes it any straighter. Yeah, that's much better. Okay, I think what I'm going to do right now is I'm actually going to sew all the way around this and sew this little flap down. Okay, that's what I'm going to do. Alrighty, we got that finished. That looks very nice. I'm very pleased with that. Let's just trim here and trim here. Okay. So next, oh, that looks real nice. I really, really am liking this. Oh my. All right, we were thinking of this. I was thinking of this. I was bringing y'all along. Do I want that still there like that? And I could put a little design on there. Or could I bring it all the way down like this? So I kind of like it down like that all the way. Kind of like that, but I don't think I want that on there. Now, my other question was, do I want to cut it with the wavy? I have no idea, but let's do this. Let's use something that, let's use this, just to see what it's going to look like before I cut my one little strip that I have. Okay, these scissors are Pro Craft. I bought them years and years and years ago, and it came in like this carousel thing. I have no idea what happened to the carousel. I really don't remember, but I've got the little pieces left. That's sweet. That's very sweet like that. Do we like that? Or this other idea I have is to take this little fella. We'll just cut this. We're just seeing what we like here, because otherwise I really don't know. Woo! Woo! I used this, the Fiskars punch. I just realized I wasn't even in frame for y'all to see, but it was noisy, wasn't it? Oh, we could do it all the way around, all the way across. That's pretty too. I think I like this better. Okay, so that means I am going to gently take just a little bit off the edge here. Okay. All right, like that. Now, how do we like this? I think that's very sweet. Do we actually want it like this? Oh, that's nice too. Could go over, but it's not very strong. We could barely put it over. Oh, decisions. This is strong. How about a double one? Now we're getting fancy. Do I even like that color with it though? This color? I don't know. I gotta think for a minute. So let's ink while we're thinking what we're gonna do. I'm trying to think if I have any lighter color that's heavy, because that's the deal about putting this here like this. I like it, but it's not that strong of paper, and it's going to bend and be yucky. But this is really strong, so that could go down over there. So I think I have maybe a blue or something in my stash. Let me look real quick. I'll be right back because I'm liking this. Alrighty, in my stash, it is a big piece of paper, but I have chopped on it. So let's go ahead and cut us a piece of this off. That's long enough for that. And I am actually going to just make it the width of a ruler. So just a little bit. It's hard to see because it's blue. Now, where's my pencil? Here we are. There we go. Let's do that. Now, it's width of a ruler. Oh, that's going to be like perfect for that. So I think I'm going to cut this maybe just like this. This is going to turn out to be a longer video than I'm used to making, that I usually make, I mean to say. But some things just take longer. I don't know about y'all, but if I rush and hurry and rush about designing stuff, I really don't like how it looks when I get done. I want it to be just the way I want it to be. So I am going to take this off. I am going to erase these marks. Not that you're really going to see it, but you might. And that's just something that would just bug me. Bug me. I would not like that. So we're going to need to ink this. So I'm going to grab the purple. Actually, it's not purple. It's called... Nope, that's not the one. Don't put that one on there. We were using this one. It's called Milled Lavender. That's what it's called. So we've got our blue and our lavender going on here with our hydrangeas. That's what those flowers are. There we go. And we're going to hang it over the edge just a little bit. I'm thinking I'm going to touch it with, sorry about the reach, just a tiny bit of brown, and I mean a tiny bit. This is too long for my envelope, but I'm just going to go ahead and do it all now, and we'll cut it off and fix it later. So we're going to hang it over the edge. Do we want to go clear to the edge? Yes, I think we do. I think I like it just like that. Y'all liking that? I'm hoping my head wasn't in the way. I noticed the last couple videos my head's gotten in the way. I'm sorry about that. We'll take a drink. Of my tea. And I'm just going to, since we're hanging it over the edge, I am using my sturdier glue, which is my fabric tack. I love my fabric tack. Okay, almost got that all down. Put it all on the edge. Make sure I get the edge. That's important. Put my lid back on and position this right where I want this. I want this just like this. I think I would like it just like that. Shows just a little bit. That's sweet. I like that. All right, let's go ahead and trim the edge. And trim this side. Oh, it's still stuck on my scissors. There. Oh, I like that a lot. Now we're going to have to, since we just cut that, we're going to redo this. And here's my other one. Alrighty. I really like that. Now, if we put this one like this, now that's totally, we could do it this way or we could do it this way. Well, that's another decision. I think I kind of like it this way, truly matching it. When this goes up, that goes up. Otherwise, it would be like this way. That's like rickrack. Yeah. Okay, so I think I like it this way. So I think I'm going to actually glue this, put the glue on this part, instead of trying to figure out where that is on there, on the one that I already glued down. Let's see how many I need to do, how far I need to go. I'm going to go one more than I have there, just so I get enough glue on. There we go. Okay. Put the lid back on and position this so you can see. Pick this up. We decided we didn't want rickrack, that we wanted it to be, okay, I'm going to use my little lines to do this. I want it this way or this? I think I want it this way. Oh, well, I just put it down. It's not where I wanted it. There, that's pretty. What do y'all think? I think that's very sweet. Sweet, that's the word for it, sweet. I think I actually did get a little bit of this on there, but that's okay. You can barely see it. That'll be perfectly fine. And now that's nice and sturdy for a flap. And that's what I really wanted. I wanted that to be very sturdy, a very sturdy flap. Yes, very nice. Now let's finish some more decorating. We have this pretty butterfly. I've got, let's throw that trash away. I've got this pretty butterfly. It's darker. I have some flowers. I have some ephemera type things. It's really very busy, so I don't know what we really want. There's this one. I think I like this one the best. You know what? We could put a bunch of them like whole, like that, maybe. Well, I do like that. I like that a great deal. How about maybe some book page? Or we need something. We need something. Let me think for a second. Okay, guys, I'm back. I'm still not sure what we're doing. I don't know what we're doing, guys. I thought, okay, well, I'll tear up some book page, or not book page, but coffee dyed paper and some grid paper, and maybe I can like put it like here so it will stand it out more, which isn't bad. That's okay. I don't mind that. And then I thought, well, I could do some lace on here, some trim. That's very, very sweet. Or we could put it up here. Ooh, okay. All right. I'm seeing it now. And then we need a number or a word or something right here. Yeah, okay. So let's go ahead and put that lace down right here. You know, it just takes a little bit of thinking. What are we going to do? What are we going to do? And trying a few things. And I came back on before I really knew what I was doing, because otherwise I'd start doing stuff and then you'd be like, well, how'd you get there? I got there when I put you on hold when I was figuring stuff out. So I just turned it back on, but then it just clicked. It just went like, boom, there it is. Okay. Boom, there it is. There's that commercial. I love that commercial. I don't even know what the commercial's about. But they're scooping ice cream. No, well, actually, they weren't scooping ice cream. She's in the kitchen. The lady's in the kitchen. And and there's these two guys. I should know who these two guys are, but I don't. And these two guys are in there. And they're scooping ice cream, and they start singing a song. She starts dancing, and then two friends come in, and then he starts dancing and she's like, what? And she leaves. This thing is so funny. It just makes me laugh. Oh, I start singing along with him when the commercial comes on. I just love it. Ah, oh my gosh. I also love that commercial where the guy is, he's a race car driver. Hamlin, I think his name is. I'm not real sure, but he's a race car driver. I think it's some kind of a pizza commercial, Domino's, or I don't know what commercial it's for. And anyway, so he's there to pick up his food, some kind of food. And this little girl is in the car, and they're getting ready to leave, and he's getting out of his car, and it's a race car, you know, so they climb out the window, you know. And she goes, I like your PJs. And he's like, PJs? Oh my gosh, I think that's so funny. Oh, I think that's so funny. Okay, you guys. I'm easily amused. Alrighty. So this is looking yummy. Oh yeah, that's what it needed. You talk about springtime. This is screaming spring, isn't it, guys? It's just screaming spring. All right, let's go ahead and lay this grid paper down. So get this going here because we've got a couple more steps to go. We still got to get our paper in there, and we got to get a closure, and we got to get some kind of number or something on the other side. We still got some things to do. I really, really like that. Alrighty, so let's get this going on here. And put this down here, like that. This tiny bit came over on the side. We're just going to trim it like that. Now I think this needs some kind of bling bling. I've got this bling that's the purple, but I don't want to do too much bling. Ooh, maybe just one. It's kind of big, but that's okay because this isn't super small. And I need a little pin to lift this off. Oh my goodness, guys, I'm really loving it. Are you loving it? I think it looks really, really sweet. That's the word I have for it, sweet. And I love how that's finished off. Very nicely finished off. Okay. All right, so we need some kind of number, I think. I really do think it needs to be something darker or a word or, oh, I have some My Porch Prince words somewhere. Let me get that out. Just a second. Okay, here are the words. And they're from My Porch Prince, I'm pretty sure. Every rose has its thorn. Four-leaf clover. Gardeners have the best dirt. That's pretty cute, isn't it? Gardeners can dig it. I like the darker color than I did the creamier color. Down the garden path. That's very pretty. What do you think, guys? Okay, let me push that over to the side. I'll clean that up later. That's how my desk gets all discombobulated, as I just get stuff out. And, oh, I'll clean that up later. Yeah, sure you will. Get right on that. It would be pretty to put some of that. Yeah. Where is it? I'm looking for it. Put some of this glossy accents on here. But I can't do that right now because we're not done with, we got to put our insides into our little portfolio. It needs some insides. I think it's innards. It needs some innards, and I'm barely going to put this brown on, just a tiny bit. Yeah, if I use that glossy accents, I really think that's going to look nice on there. I don't think I want it straight. I want it crooked, I do believe. Not a lot crooked, but a little bit crooked. And let's put our glue on here. And this came together. It always does, guys. You just got to keep working it. Keep working it. There we go. That's so springy. Springy. Hope I'm not getting my head in that. Okay, now I think we'll just use the Velcro closures, but I think I would like to put the insides in first. So here are our insides. And they went just like this. And do I want to round the corners? Do I want to, what on earth happened to that? Here it is. Do I want to maybe ink the edges just a tiny bit? Some of them are dark, others are not. I don't know that it really matters. If I do the edges, it's going to catch that hole. I'm thinking I'm just going to leave them with corners. Okay. So this is where it goes. It goes, nope, that's the top. Because we folded this with edges all the way around, remember? Yes, so now I need to get my little clips because I'm afraid if I don't clip this, I'm going to have issues.
A news station alert has arrived.
Oh, well, look at there. News station alert. Another weather alert. Okay, so let's go ahead and put our little clips on like that and place it where we want it to be. There we go. I like these better for this. It's not big enough to use those other clips. Get a couple more of those big paper clips over here. Reach them. Just like that. Make sure that folds and it's not folded too much. Don't think so. I think it's okay. Yes, you don't. The fold is right here. Can you see that? The fold is right there. And see, there's a little space in between. You need that space in between to be able not to be so bulky, so you can get your portfolio closed easier, so it lays flatter. All right, so this is what I do. Because when I get in my machine, I put this in my machine, sometimes I have a very hard time seeing where the middle is. So I lightly put a piece, lay some pencil down so I can see that when I get it into my machine. I lay this flat and I'm going to see if this is even. And I think it's a little crooked. Okay, I'll be right back and show you how beautiful it looks. Okay guys, we'll take all the paper clips off, move these out of the way onto this messy desk. Oh my gosh, you guys, if this is not adorable. Just beautiful. Pages are in our little portfolio. We're going to go ahead and close it with a Velcro closure. I am going to use a whole one. I usually use a half a one, but there is quite a bit of paper here we're going to need to keep shut. So I'm going to pull me off a whole one, and I just kind of judge where the middle is just to make it right here. I'm going to push it closed. Oh, perfect. Opens right up. Now for the added touch, I am going to put these on because I'm going to put the glossy accents on the down the garden path, and because it bulges up just a little bit, I don't want that to run in any way off of my little saying. So I am going to hold it down like that, and I'm going to, I have to put a pin in this because it always gets stuck. And I'm going to go ahead and add this. This is the coolest stuff, guys. I love it. It adds dimension. It is so, so pretty to add to things. And there we go. Beautiful. I am so glad you guys joined me today, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye, guys.